So what's going on guys, Kate's here and welcome back to a brand new video. For today I will show you 7 best glitches and Sons of the Forest. So in this tutorial I will show you how to never die, then how to get unlimited amount of resources, then as well how to not take any fall damage, then how can you build in the middle of the water or even the ocean, then as well how to completely remove winter and much more. So if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it. So then let's move over to the first glitch, which I like to call it as the unlimited resources bug. So what we first of all need to do is get one wooden log, and then place it down on the ground. Then we need to go into our inventory and equip one stick. And then afterwards, if you hover over with your mouse at the end of the log, then you will see these arrows coming from the bottom to the top. So then when they show up we wanna left click, and this will put the stick on the bottom of the log. So now we just walk over the stick to basically break it, and that's it. Here you can see that another wooden log and a stick got duplicated. So in short, the steps are to get log, then place it down, then place stick, then break it with our character, and that's it. And if we do this very fast, then we can duplicate about one log every 2 seconds. So overall we can farm about 30 to 40 logs every 60 seconds. So then moving over to the second glitch, which I like to call it as the never die glitch. So I mainly use this every time I go into caves or when I'm fighting strong enemies, and I want to preface saying that this will only work in single player. So what I usually do is go into the caves, and then at the end of the cave there is usually an item I want to collect, but between the item and me are usually a lot of enemies. So instead of spending bunch of time killing each one of them on the hardest difficulty, all that I do is just run past them, and as long as you have full stamina and a torch or a flashlight in front of you, then you should be able to run to the end of the cave or wherever you want. But then when the glitch comes into play, is that sometimes you may still get hit. If you run into a lot of enemies, or after some time of running your stamina will run out. So the glitch is that before you get hit or run out of stamina, it's just simply to open your inventory, and that's it. In single player, when you open your inventory, the game pauses and the enemies can't attack you. So if you want your stamina full 24/7, then when we are about to be empty on our stamina, then we just simply open our inventory, then wait 2-3 seconds till it refills, and then we continue to run with full stamina again. Or as well, if you are 1 HP from dying, then again open your inventory and then use one of these meds and wait few seconds till your HP goes back to full, and that's it. So if you always remember to open your inventory in bad fights, then you should never die. And later in the video I will show you the infinite meds glitch as well. So then let's move over to the third glitch, which will allow us to build anything we want on the water. So when it's the winter time, most of the water around the map will freeze, and this will allow us to build anything we want on the ice. So just wait for the winter. Or if you're impatient, then you can as well use the lookout tower to make this type of bridge. If you're looking for a full tutorial on how to build a water base, then check my previous video. But in a short summary, you can build on water in the winter time, and then when the winter goes away and ice disappears, for some reason, even though there are no supporting structures on the bottom of the water, nothing will get destroyed. So anything we build in the winter time will stay the same in the summer. So then, while we're talking about winter, the number 4 glitch is one of my most favorite ones. So if you decide to build a water or an island base, then most people think that you will be safe only 9 months out of 12, because then when the winter comes, the monsters now will be able to go on top of the ice. Well, what I usually do is to be 100% safe on my island, is just simply when the winter comes, is to make a sleeping bag and then go sleep few times in a row. So each time we sleep, it will speed up the game cycle about 12 in-game hours. So this is the winter bear strategy, that when the winter comes, we just sleep through it till the winter goes away, and that's about it. And the winter going away usually takes me about 60 seconds. And now, like you can see, most of the snow has gone away, and now we just have the spring ice a bit on the water. So then now what we want to do is just go exploring the world for 5 minutes. And then when we come back to this location, the last ice particles will turn into normal water as well. For some reason I couldn't sleep through the water fully melting. So going away from this location for about 5 minutes and then coming back fixed this. So then let's take a closer look at the next glitch, which will give us unlimited amount of items. So no matter where you crashed or what type of bunker you found, if you loot everything, then build a bed, then save the game and then log out and then come back in, all the items will respawn. So what I usually do is come to the crash site or one of the food bunkers. Then I build a bed and log out and then come back in. And then after a few times we will be fully stacked on meds, arrows, food and much more. And we can do this in the 3D printer bunker as well. And this way we can get a limited amount of tech and arrows. So each time we log out we get more 3D printer cartridges. which will allow us to use the 3D printer unlimited amount of times. So then let's go over to one of the last glitches, which is more like a game mechanic, that will give us the ability to take 0 fall damage, no matter from how far we jump. So no matter from which hill, tree or tower you jump, if in the middle of jumping or before you hold the sled and then press the left click to use it, then you will take 0 damage. So like you can see here, I take normal damage without doing anything, and then here when I use the sled I take 0 damage. If you remember the turtle shell from the forest one, then the sled basically works the same way, and the same thing will happen as well if you open your inventory, or if you open the crafting book by pressing B while falling, then you will take no damage as well. But sled usually works 100% of the time. And by the way, you can get this sled by crafting it at the 3D printer. And then let's move over to the last and final glitch, which is a bit more useless than all the other ones, but I found it super cool. So as we know, 99% of the time our character will be holding something in his hand, and there are not many ways to remove items. So a glitch I found is that if you want to make a screenshot, then all you need to do is open your crafting book, then hold X to switch to another crafting book side, and then press B again, and that's it. Now as you can see, our character is not holding anything, so we can make screenshots or any type of videos we want without bunch of items in our hands, and that's about it. So with that said, I really do appreciate everyone for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions, feedback or other good Sounds of the Forest tutorials that you would like to see in the next video, then feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below. And while you're doing that, please click like, subscribe and enable that notification bell, so this way you could support the channel and you won't miss any more amazing content from me. With all this said, you have an amazing day and I will see you in my next video, so take it easy, peace.